Morning, everyone. It's Karina. Welcome to the Life of a Mermaid. Happy Sunday fun day. As you can tell, I'm still half asleep. I woke up early, but I was just in bed being lazy. So I'm like, okay, no, get up. So I did a little warm up right now. So I think that woke me up a little bit. I'm having my green smoothie, so that's waking me up too. So again, I'm still behind on my videos. So the goal for today, committed 100% as fuck, is to do 2 videos today. So last night, I talked about the morning. Last night, when after I got home, I ended up, I had some stuff to do, so I did that, and I laid down. I knocked the fuck out. I had like a 2 hour and a half nap, but it felt so good. It was definitely what my body needed. I felt rested, and initially the plans were. I had date night yesterday with Sal. Initially the plans were to go to San Diego, but when I got home, he was working on his car. And that took a little longer than expected. And then again, I knocked out. So, I guess it kind of worked out in that sense. So we were like, hey, we still want to do date night. Like, what should we do? So we talked about it or whatever. And we ended up going out to dinner. We went to the Pike Bar and Grill. It's on 4th Street in Long Beach. We love that place. I got introduced to it by a friend. He used to work there years ago. And so we went to visit him and, loved the food, loved the environment. And then, and me and Sal started dating. I took him once there for dinner. He loved it. So it's kind of our place. So he chose the restaurant, and I was like, let's go to wherever you want to go, and we'll go from there. So yes, that was fun. We hadn't been there in a while. Like I said, I love the environment. I love, staff is great. Food's amazing. So that was nice, just dinner and just kind of talking and stuff like that. And it really gave us a chance to really just connect with each other. During the week, it's like, yeah, we'll ask each other about our days, but sometimes it feels like it's more routine, it's more of like, hey, how was your day? Hey, how's this going? It just feels more like, okay, this is what we do. But yesterday, it was more of like, there was no routine. It was just in the moment, present, being there for each other, just talking. So I think some of he's been working. He was in the computer field for over 15 years or so, give or take. He was a laptop technician, and then this year, a couple months back, he had an opportunity. Opportunity came up where he could be a traffic planner. I know, what the fuck is that? So basically, he works for a company that they it's really hard to explain. They work with they basically build different equipment and stuff like that, like when they close their cities, and then they work with the union and Caltrans and all that kind of stuff. So basically what he does as a traffic planner, how when the streets are closed down and stuff like that, and there's detours, apparently it's like a whole big scene and thing that goes into it. He's actually the person that creates that plan. And basically, he maps it, routes it, and then, has a blueprint and a type thing of what streets need to be closed, where do the cones go, all that stuff. So he creates the plan, and then, the union guys or, people, and the Caltrans, then they put it into action, and they're the ones that close on the street. So he works in an office. Again, he's the one creating the plans and kind of guiding of what needs to be done. So again, that's a completely new field for him. Most of the people in that field are either engineers or, going towards engineering. So again, aside from having computer skills, I think that was his biggest asset going into it, aside from other personal skills that he has. But professionally, I know it was a scary thing for him, but, he's doing it. He's been there for 3 months. He's doing great. He's catching on fast. There's someone that's been there a little longer than him, a couple months, and that person is still struggling, and, Sal's catching on, kicking ass. So I'm very proud of him. But my point of the story was, I was able to talk to him last night, and I was like, hey, how's your job going? I know, you've shared, you're kicking ass, but, I haven't really had the chance to ask you, overall, how are you doing with it? How do you feel? I know it's a huge move for you, going from, laptops and computers to, this, and, that's a huge shift. And you can kind of see the surprise in his face a little bit too, oh, you're asking, and that kind of made me feel bad. Then I was like, whatever. Going forward, I need to make time for us. and to really be there, be connected, be present, and ask them these questions. So we were talking, and it was just amazing, And then in return, he asked me too, like, how's your job going? Like, how do you feel? How do you like it? And I was like, I fucking love my job. I was telling him, I was like, right now with legacy and everything going on, I was like, I feel like my mind's kind of everywhere. I was like, but at the end of the day, I was like, I fucking love my job. I love what I do. I love, my clients. I love helping them. I think I've shared, I'm a job developer now. I went from being a case manager, which focused more on just everything that the client's going through in their life. We focus more on linking them to resources. But again, you're basically a mini therapist without the pay and the title. Let's be real. And now it's like my focus is more employment. And, like I was telling my clients, like, yeah, everything that you do or, like your whole well-being, physically, mentally, also affects, your job and, what kind of job you want and all that stuff. If you're not okay mentally, like, you won't be able to work. Not okay physically, you won't be able to work. But again, just having that different shift and different focus, I don't know, I love it, and again, being able to help individuals find a job, people will come in saying, like, I'm never going to find a job, like, haven't been working for years, like, I have a mental illness, what am I going to do? And then, and then to get that call, like, I got a job, like, it's such a fucking amazing feeling. Like, it's hard to really put into words. Like, every time I get that call, like I was sharing with some of my clients, like, anytime you get a job, I was like, I get the job, because we're going through the process together. And like I told them, when you don't get a job, I don't get the job. I just, as much as they feel sad and all that, frustrated, overwhelmed, I feel that stuff too. Maybe, yeah, in a different extent, but I still feel that too. And, again, when they get the job, I get the job. You can ask my friends. I'm always like, oh my God, my client's got a job. And, I'm like super excited, celebrating. And, so I fucking love my job. Like I said, it's amazing. My team's great. Yeah, there's always, that one person. But other than that, they're doing their thing. I'm doing mine. Like, other than that, like, I love it. My team's fucking amazing. My supervisor's great. We have really great communication with the whole team. We're all there for each other. It really is a team. Yeah, we all have individual, like, goals and things that we need to meet. It's a job at the end of the day, but overall, like, we all come together and help each other out. And it's not just like, oh, those are your goals. It's like, no, those are our goals, so I fucking love my job. But yeah, so we were talking about that last night, me and Sal, and again, just being present. Like I said, it was just an amazing feeling. We were just, talking about it, like nothing and everything all at once, and just being connected with each other. And, initially we wanted to go to the arcade. Actually our first, I could show, we met through a mutual friend at Medieval Times, but one of, like, our first unofficial dates was in Long Beach. At the Shoreline Village. My friend went dancing, and then she planned it. She basically kind of dragged us along because we went on a date, but she didn't really want to go. But then they wanted to go dancing, and I wasn't really feeling it. Sal's not huge on dancing. So we just went for a walk. We went all the way to Shoreline Village, down from Pine Street, and we walked and stuff. So again, that place holds a really special place in our heart too, because that's kind of where we had our first unofficial date. I think where, we knew there was a connection, but I think after talking that night, like we definitely knew. We both felt it, and like, yeah, I want to get to know this person more. So there's an arcade there, and actually once we started dating, we had a couple dates there. Well, a lot of dates there. So we wanted to go to the arcade, but they were having the festival around the corner, so parking was crazy. So we didn't get to go, and then so we're like, oh, let's just go to round one, here at Main Place Mall. So we went, but technical difficulties, we got confused. The inside door was closed. We didn't realize that you can also go to the outside door. So we're like, oh, well, it's close. I was like, fuck it, let's still hang out, So we found this little ice cream shop, and it was so good. I posted in my Snapchat. It was so good. So we ended up doing that. I got the Mango Tango. It was so good. and it was funny because I was feeling a little guilty, you know, because I was going to eat half, but it was so delicious that I ate all of it. And I was texting my buddy this morning, and, you know, I was like, oh, yeah, I had ice cream, and I sent him a picture. And he says, oh, he's like, that looks really good. And then he goes, you deserve ice cream. He's like, you've been working so hard. And I was like, you're right. I deserve ice cream, you know? So again, it's me being tough on myself about stuff like that. But, you know, it's true. Like, I kick ass. I work out every day, sometimes twice a day. You know, so, and I'm eating, you know, healthy, you know, so again, I deserve it. But yeah, so we had the ice cream, and then I was telling him, because, you know, I did the walk, and then Friday night I had my workout, so I was like, I'm been tired. And I was like, hey, I was like, do you want to just do the massages? I was like, the massagers? He's like, yeah. I was like, okay. I was like, we can just chill and, you know, whatever. And oh my God, guys, it was amazing. Like, we had like such an amazing time. We were both there like, oh. And again, we had moments where we were just kind of in the moment, like soaking it in. And then we were kind of like talking, you know, just laughing, being super silly with each other. But that was so much fun. Like I was telling him, I was like, we need to do this more often. Like we both felt so relaxed and so at peace afterwards. It was like amazing. We were both like, yeah, we definitely need to make time to do this more often. Like we're just going to the mall, you know, walk around and then use the chairs. And, you know, telling him that we definitely need to make that part of like our date nights, or if not, just our self-care in general. And like I said, go out there at least once a week and use the chairs. I mean, it was $5 for 17 minutes, which is not bad. Or if you pay by your card, they give you 21 minutes. But yeah, it was amazing. Like I said, we were both feeling super relaxed, just super chill. But yeah, I had a great night. Because I was just feeling connected with him and myself, and just feeling great. This morning I woke up a little sad. No, not sad, but just a little down. Tomorrow's the anniversary of my client. They completed suicide 2 years ago. So that date's kind of around the corner. I'll talk about it more tomorrow. You know, I'll go more into it. That's also my way of honoring them. But yeah, so I woke up a little sad, but I reached out to a couple of friends and, you know, talked to someone once he wakes up. And then I reached out to my tribe, and I got a lot of support. So yeah, I'm kind of, you know, I think I'm focused. I'm focusing more on the positive with that situation, everything that I've learned, everything that I've gotten out of it, and again, really just honoring them and their memory, and, you know, thinking of all the good times that we had. So yeah, so I'll go into a little bit more tomorrow. But yeah, today, Sunday fun day. I'm going to the gym right now in a little bit, just because I want to get my video done, and just kind of letting Sal sleep in a little bit. We're gonna go to hit the gym, come home, make breakfast, and then I have some errands to run. So I want to call my mom, and then I have a phone date with my sister Jessica. So I'm super excited about all that stuff. And then my plan is to work on some crafts today. So I'll be posting videos of that. And, you know, I'm not sure if I'll get to complete any of them today. But at least I can kind of start showing you what I'm doing, what I've done, you know, what the goal is, and that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm super stoked for today. Like I said, even just kind of sharing now, like, I can feel my mood being lifted. And again, I'm excited for the gym. It's weird, I know. I actually like going to the gym. I look forward to it. Again, it gets me pumped, and I feel energized once I leave. And again, just challenging myself and challenging my body, and I can feel myself getting stronger. You know, each day I can feel, you know, I mean, as I'm doing certain routines, certain workouts, like, you know, like I'm just like kind of just like going through them, and then I'm like, oh, this, I can't, you know, like this is kind of easy. So then I'll like put up the weight, and then I can feel like, you know, the resistance, the pain and stuff like that. But it feels good to just know, like, holy fuck, like, you know, you're slowly increasing the weight. Like, look where you started, look where you're at now. Like, it's an amazing feeling, you know. So yes, I love going to the gym. I love doing all that stuff. Yeah, not much is coming up for me today. Like I said, yesterday I had a 2-hour nap, so last night I didn't sleep that great. I mean, I slept. I went to bed super early too, maybe like 10 or a little earlier, if anything. But yeah, I kind of kept tossing and turning. And then, like I said, today I woke up like around 6:30 or so. No, before 6:30, 6:15, 6:20, without my alarm, which is rare. But yeah, but I was just being lazy. But I finally got up, started doing my things. But yeah, overall, like I said, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. Had a great time yesterday, last night. Also thing that comes up is my mom. Like I said yesterday with the walk, like we finally able to bond and we had like a really, really great time. And again, just being present with her as well. I think that's something that I struggle with up until now, something that I'm working on, and it's definitely getting better. Just being present. I think it's, I'm an overthinker, overanalyzer, so I tend to be in my head a lot. It's gotten better again since I started, lit. But, yeah, so again, yesterday, just being really present with her, being in the moment, and just being, talking to her, joking around, things like that. And then the same thing with Dallas. I think that's been my biggest thing of, like, look what can happen when you're present. Look what can happen when you're out of your fucking head. Look what can, look at everything. Look how everything is changing when you're in the moment. And I think that's been a huge help and shift to help me, like, stay present and be like, hey, you're missing out on the world, and not just that, the world is missing out on you when you're not here. So I think that's been my biggest thing. And yeah, like now I'm just like in the moment, present, like, what's up? But yeah, so yeah, like I said, not much is coming up for me at this point. It's really everything I've shared. And then like I said, I'll be posting my crafts later on today, or me doing crafts. I'm super excited for that. It's something that I love doing, something that relaxes me. And I think it's just a beautiful thing. I'm not super artsy. I would say more crafty. There's a difference. I can't explain it right now, but there is a difference. But yeah, so again, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, reach out. That's pretty much all I have to share at the moment. Like I said, I'll be back later on tonight with my do my craft video. And again, thank you guys for all your support, love, and everything. I really appreciate it. So I will see you guys later. Bye. Love you.